So there are a million diseases out there in the world today, some being very common, such as obesity, diabetes, and some being extremely rare, which 4 of my family members got diagnosed with extremely rare disease that 1 out of every 36,000 people get, which meaning there are 4 out of 144,000 people get it. Today I'm going to familiarize you guys with the disease called von Hippel-Lindau. I've been researching it for the past couple of weeks, and I've actually got personal experience going to the doctors and hearing what the doctors have to say themselves about this disease. And first I would like you to know that von Hippel-Lindau is not a person, which many people think it is. I'm going to be telling you about a rare blood disease. And for short, most people call von Hippel-Lindau is more known as called VHL, which is just von Hippel-Lindau shortened. It causes abnormal growths of tumors in certain parts of your body, not just like in your arm or your knee. You can only get them in your brain, your spine, your adrenal glands, your pancreas, and your kidneys. In your brain, your spine, and your eyes, you can get tumors called angiomoblastomas, which means that they're not cancerous. They are just tumors that usually don't cause problems. You can have them for the rest of your life, unless if they start to swell up or cause pressure in certain parts of your body. And this is an angioblastoma of the brain. This is a CAT scan, and then where the arrow is pointing, that little white dot is a tumor. But as of right now, in a 34-year-old man, it's not causing any problems. And then there's a cyst in the eye, which also von Hippel-Lindau can give you cysts. And it's already cause blurred visions because it's and the eye can slowly start to die, and it's causing pressure and moving the veins away, which is why you get blurred vision. Other areas that you can get this in your adrenal glands, your kidney, and your pancreas can be cancerous or benign. And it's all the tumors that you can get. You can also get cysts, which can also cause pressure in your body. Having von Hippel-Lindau is a higher risk of getting kidney cancer. You can get other types of cancers from it, but mainly it becomes cancerous in your kidneys. The symptoms is not the same in every patient, depending on where it is or how big it is. Side effects can be headaches, dizziness, nausea, balance, or weaken the limbs. Now that you know what von Hippel-Lindau is, I'm going to tell you about the treatment and some facts about it. The treatment varies where it is and if it has any associated cysts, meaning that you have tumor and a cyst that are both causing problems, or if they're not at all. The general objective of the treatment is to treat the growths when they're very small before they start to cause any problems. But if they're causing no damage at all, they can be the size of just a pinpoint. They can be there for your whole entire life, causing no problems, just going to get annual checkups. But they want to make sure that there's no pressure on the brain, your spinal cord, any block of spinal fluid, and mess with your vision or cause any problems in your nervous system. The type of treatment that they do is usually surgery or radiation. It depends where it is. It sounds crazy, but you can get a tumor in your brain, like on the outskirts of your skull, and they can just take it out without shaving your head or anything. It's going to cause no problems at all. Or it can stay there your whole life. But if you get radiation, it can be at any part of your body. But just saying if you have it in your pituitary, which is the center of your brain, they can't do one big dose of radiation and make it freeze right away. You have to go in for 2 months every single day with the doctor, which can be a problem if you have a job or go to school. Because you usually have to live close to the hospital. And there's only special hospitals, like there's a good one in San Francisco. So you have to stay in San Francisco for 2 whole months to get the radiation in the middle of your head. You have to go for 10 minutes every single day, just to get a little zap, but it's completely painless. Individuals with von Hippel-Lindau have a lot of monitoring to do. If you have a tumor, you might go every 3 to 6 months and get an MRI, which means you go into this huge machine, and it's really loud. You might just sit for an hour or two, and you could do your brain and your spine, or just one at a time. Or get an ultrasound on your pancreas, your kidneys, or check in your organs to see if anything's wrong with them. It's being studied in 4 big places right now, in the Boston Medical Schools, in Maryland, University of Pennsylvania Medical School, and in Children's Mercy Hospital, Kansas. The way that people get this is from is a 50-50 chance from one of their parents. So if your mom has it and your dad, there's only a 50-50 chance that you get it, but that's a really high chance. And you basically don't want anyone to get this, so it spreads more people having children. And 20% of it is a new mutation of the HL gene, which means no one in the family has it. 1 in 36 people get it, and usually around age 26, people are diagnosed with it. For this age, it is widely spread and varies. Last, I'd like you to know the expectancy of life and who found it. The life expectancy is right now at age 49, so that is because most people find it as they're on their last breath of air, finding that they have cancer, and it's because they weren't getting checked up on their whole life. But if your parent has it, and they've known, just saying they found out when you were at age 3, you can get checked your whole life, going to the doctors in these huge machines or getting ultrasounds, and they can stop it at an early age, so you can live your whole life with no problems at all. Just having to go to the doctors a lot. VHL was founded by a man called von Hippel and Landau in the 1960s, so it's not that old, and they're just finding it. And they started finding the tumors in the eyes. So at first, they just started removing the eyes and seeing no problems for the rest of their life. But more doctors have got involved in it and found that it comes in more parts of your body, not just your eyes. So today I would like to tell you that what von Hippel is. I told you how it's treated. It's not the same in every single patient, and some people might not need treatment at all. And the life expectancy, which is going to vary, and if more people start getting checked up on it, the life expectancy can be just as long as anyone else, and who found it. As for most of you, it doesn't affect most of you, but it is good to know what it is and all the other diseases out there. All the other diseases out there. And a lot of people don't have medical problems, or if they do, it's not as intense as this, but it's still good to go to the doctors if they know anything wrong. And it's better if one of your family members has it, or any disease at all, you should still get checked up, just to see if anything's wrong. And that's it.
So, Guy, what did you think?
I thought the preview was good, the way she introduced it. I like how she said she had went to the doctors to figure out information on it. She had pronounced all the words good, like the BHL. She said the whole thing without starting. The pictures help see it and visualize it and see what it was. And she stated a lot of facts. I didn't know how she went in to each body. She just kind of started and went into it, and then she said a lot. So everything else was good.
Okay. Yeah, well, we'll worry about some of those delivery things a little bit down the road. Although my criticism of your delivery, I think, focuses on the way you say the words. You sound like you're rushing. I don't think the pace is really fast, but when you say each word, some of the words, it just feels like you're zipping through them. And the name, for instance, is the very first example of that. This is the first time most people are hearing it. You need to pace yourself a little bit more, and you're saying it like, it's one of those conversations you're having with somebody who's known it for 100 years. Von Hippel-Lindau. What? Huh? Von Hippel-Lindau. And I'm going, now, and I've got it written down here. I know what it is, and I'm listening for it. So you just need to that's a delivery thing. We're going to work on that on the next assignment. So it wasn't a big deal here, but you do have a little bit of an issue here. I didn't really catch a setup of the supporting structure. I didn't hear a preview. I know Guy said that he had that, but I didn't notice it. And during the body of the speech, you're plugged into a whole bunch of information